Okay, we're going to start part 2 of 4.3. Okay, this is called trigonometry extended. The circular functions. Okay, and the first thing we're going to look at is the definition of coterminal angles. Okay, so coterminal angles are angles that have the same initial side and terminal side yet different measures. Okay, so they're angles that look exactly the same, they just have different measures. Okay, so example 1. Okay, find a positive and a negative angle that are coterminal with the given angle. Okay, so we're going to start with 30 degrees. And so I'm going to start by drawing a 30-degree angle. So I'm drawing an angle in standard position. Here's my initial side. And here's my terminal side. Okay, and so this is a 30-degree angle. Okay, so coterminal angles look the same, but they have different measures. Okay, so I can draw a coterminal angle that's exactly the same as this. Okay, so it's going to look the same. But instead of stopping at 30, I'm going to go another 360 degrees. Okay, so 30 plus 360, right, is 390. Okay, so that angle, those two angles look exactly the same, okay, but they have different measures. Okay, I could draw another coterminal angle on here. Okay, starting here and going to 30, around once, and then around again. Okay, so still has the same, looks the same, but I went around another 360 degrees. So I could do this an infinite number of times, right? So all the directions said were find a positive angle that's coterminal with a given angle. So I could write either one of these. I could add 360 again. I could add 360 again. Okay, those are all coterminal. They're gonna look the same, but they're going to have different measures. Okay, now let's look at a negative coterminal angle. So here's my angle. Okay, it's in standard position. It's my 30-degree angle. Okay, now I need to find a negative angle. And so remember in the last section, we talked about positive angles go counterclockwise and negative angles go clockwise. Okay, so if I were to find a negative angle that has the same measure, or I'm not the same measure, so that looks the same as this. Okay, this time I would start here and I would go around that way. Okay, and so I'm starting at 360, I'm working backwards. So this time I would say 30 minus 360. Okay, so this is a negative angle. I'm not going a full 360, right? I'm stopping 30 degrees shy of making a full circle. Okay, so this would be negative 330 degrees. So there's one coterminal angle that's negative. Okay, I could do another one. Okay, by coming here and then going around another 360 degrees. Okay, and so that would be negative 690 degrees. So that's another coterminal angle. Okay, and again, I could do this infinitely. I could sit here and go all night and just keep adding coterminal angles to this. Okay, so there's an infinite number of positive and an infinite number of negative. Let's look at negative 150 degrees. Okay, so this is a negative angle, which means that here's my initial side. Okay, negative 150 is about here. Okay, so if I want to find a positive coterminal angle, I can add negative 150 to 360. Okay, that's going to give me 210 degrees. Okay, so, right, if I'm trying to find a positive coterminal angle, I would go this way. Okay, so I go around this many degrees. I've got 150 left, right? So 360 minus 150, or 360 plus negative 150 is 210 degrees. Okay, so that would be a positive coterminal. And then again, if I wanted to find another one, I could just add 360. Want to find another one, I can just add 360. Okay, let's look at a negative coterminal angle for this one. Right, so I have negative 150. Okay, so to find a negative coterminal angle, I can just subtract 360. Okay, and that's going to give me negative 510. Okay, so if I were to go this way, right, around and then another 360 degrees, okay, I'm going in a clockwise direction, a negative coterminal angle would be negative 510. Okay, last one, let's look at 2 pi over 3. Okay. And there's different ways you can figure out where this angle is. Okay, if you convert this to degrees, it's 120 degrees. Okay, so you can look at it that way. So this is a 120 degree angle, so it's going to be about here. Okay, so, and actually I don't want, I'm going to keep working in radians, so that is a 120 degree angle, but I'm going to leave it in radians, so it's 2 pi over 3. Okay, so if I want to find a positive angle, I can add 360, which is like adding 2 pi, right? Okay, so I'm adding fractions. I need common denominators. So that's going to give me 8 pi over 3. Okay, so if I start here and I go around again, that angle is going to be 8 pi over 3. Okay, and then I need one that is negative. Okay, so again I've got 2 pi over 3. Okay, so to find that coterminal angle, I would go in a clockwise direction. Okay, and I can figure out what that is by saying 2 pi over 3, this time minus 2 pi. Okay, so that's like 2 pi over 3 minus 2 pi over 1, and I need common denominators here. So 2 pi over 3 minus 6 pi over 3 is negative 4 pi over 3. So a negative coterminal angle here would be negative 4 pi over 3.